guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I filmed a tutorial on this look right here. It is a full face tutorial. I wanted to create a fall makeup look for you guys, but I wanted to do something different than like the berry tones, and so I created this look for you guys today, and if you want to see how to achieve this, then just keep watching. The first thing I'm going to do today is do my face makeup. Normally I wait until my eyes are done to do that, but since we're not going to be working with any black or super dark shadows today, I'm just going to go ahead and get the face out of the way. So the first thing I'm going to do is correct. I have a couple blemishes, so I'm going to go in with my Morphe correcting wheel. I believe this is 6C. I'm just going to be using this green shade right here, and I'm just going to target it over these two blemishes right here. These are just super pigmented and they work really well. I am going to go in and do some primer today. Today I'm going to be using my two old favorites, which are the Givenchy primer. This is just going to help to neutralize the rest of the redness on my face, and this Makeup Forever, I almost said Morphe. This Makeup Forever primer is just going to help keep my T-zone nice and matte and make sure that none of the makeup separates throughout the day. Realistically, I got ahead of myself here with the corrector. I would normally put this down first and the corrector second, but because they are both green, I'm not too worried about it, and I'm just going to kind of avoid those areas where that corrector is. So then I'm just going to go in and spray my face with some of this MAC Charged Water. This also adds a nice shimmer to the skin, which I love, so I'm just going to shake it up and then just spray a couple spritz like so. Also, this smells really, really good. So next I'm going to go in with foundation, and I will be using my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is in the shade 220. And I will be applying that with my Morphe M439. This actually might be my #1 favorite foundation brush. This is at least top 3. It's really great. If you haven't picked it up, try it out. I'm sure you'll love it. It's good. So I'm just going to start tapping this all over. Next thing I'm going to do is correct and conceal my under eyes, and I will be using my Bye Bye Under Eye by It Cosmetics and my Born This Way concealer by Too Faced. These are like my favorite products right now. I'm also going to bring this onto my lid just as my primer today. Just kind of kill two birds with one stone, you feel me? I'm going to go in with my Morphe E25 brush and just use this to blend everything out. Next, I'm going to go in and set everything, and today I'm going to be using my RCMA No Color Powder. Don't let this container fool you, it's just convenient. I'm also going to go in with my BareMinerals Bare Pro Powder and put this all over the rest of my face. Next, I'm going to go in and contour with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. I'm going to be using the shade Fawn, which is that one right there. I'm going to be taking this on my Morphe M523. I absolutely love this for contour, and I'm just going to put this in the hollows of my cheeks, on my temples, and a little bit on my jawline. Now I'm going to go in with my Morphe bronzing palette. I'm just going to pick up these 3 shades right here, blend them all together, and then put them on everywhere I contoured basically. You don't need to use more than 1 shade of bronzer. I just have them in this palette, so why not, right? Now I'm going to go in and highlight and apply blush. For blush, I'll be using Makeup Geek Infatuation, which is this shade right here. And then for highlight, I'm going to go in with Mary Lou by the Balm. So I'm just going to take my Sonia Kashuk brush, and I'm just going to apply my blush with this. And then for highlight today, I'm going to be taking my Morphe R36 brush, and I'm going to pick up that Mary Lou, and I'm going to go in a little heavy with this today because I'm just feeling it. Okay, so now that I have the face pretty much completed, I'm going to go in and fill in my brows. I'm going to just speed that up for you guys because it takes a hot minute, so. So now I'm going to go in and conceal my brows, and today I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Concealer. I'm just going to be taking that on a synthetic brush, and I'm just going to use that to carve my brows out. This is a Morphe M224. I love using this brush for this just because it makes my life so much easier. But I'm just going to go in and dip into that concealer, and then like I said, I'm just going to carve out the under part of my brow. Next, I'm just going to take my powder brush that I use for under my eyes, and I'm just going to tap this over that area just because there is a bit of powder left on this brush, just to set it to make sure it doesn't move all day. And now we're going to go in and start the eyes, which I'm super excited for today because I have this fall look in mind with these orange. You'll just see. You'll see. I'm going to go in with Burnt Orange by Anastasia, which is this shade right here. I'm just going to be applying that with my Sephora blending brush, and I'm just going to make sure to really concentrate this in that upper crease area as our transition shade, just so that everything blends very nicely. So I'm just using windshield wiper motions and then pulling that upwards once there's very little product left on the brush. Next, I'm going to go in with Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek, and I'm just going to put this a little farther in my crease. I just want to add a little bit more definition past that transition shade, and so I'm just going to run this directly in that crease there, moving all the way from the outer corner to the inner corner. So now I'm going to go in and take a little bit of this shade right here from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm going to put this on the very outer corner crease. The reason why I'm doing this is because afterwards I'm going to be going in with a cream shadow in that tone. So I just want to have that nice blend from that green shade on the lid up into the crease. I don't really want there to be just the green and then my transition shade. So I'm just going to go in and take this Morphe brush. It doesn't have a name, it's just a flat shader brush. And I'm just going to take this very, very lightly and put this a little bit in that outer corner crease area. I'm just going to go in with a bit more of a fluffy brush. I'm just going to take my full spectrum brush from my full spectrum palette and just dipping in that shade again and then dusting off the excess and very lightly bringing it into this crease area. Switching back to this brush just because I feel like it gives me more control over the product, and very lightly putting that on that area out there. The reason why I am using that flat shader brush rather than a domed brush is just because I want complete control over where I put that color. So as you can see, I went in on this eye with that dome brush, but it brought it up a little higher than I wanted it to go. So I just switched back to that flat shader brush, and that gave much more control. Okay, so now that I have that shade down in that crease and outer corner area there, I'm going to go in with the Kylie Cosmetics Cream Shadow in the shade Camo. I absolutely love this. It is so beautiful. I'm just going to go in using my ring finger, and I'm going to tap this on the very outer corner. I'm going to focus on not bringing it too far into that middle lid area, but more so just keeping it out here, and then I will be blending it out. So now I'm going to go in and blend this out a little bit and then set it with the shadow. So next I'm just going to be mixing these two colors right here from that Jaclyn Hill palette and just patting that over cream shadow that I put down just so that it stays in place all day and it doesn't move. I'm just going to be taking a flat shader brush to do so. This is another Morphe brush, and I'm first just going to dip into this matte color right here and then apply that just in that outer corner. Same thing, just being careful not to bring it too far into that lid area. And then I'm going to flip my brush and dip into the shimmer shade and just tap that over. Just because I don't want this shade to be matte, but I also didn't want to just put this shimmer shade down because it's a little bit more of a blue in it than that original army green shade I wanted. And then slightly bring that up just so I'm able to blend it into the crease a little bit. Just like I said before, I just don't want any harsh lines. Now I'm just going to go in and blend that out so it looks not as harsh. And I'm just going to be using my Morphe E27 blending brush. I say this in every video, but this is by far my favorite blending brush I've ever used in my whole entire life. It is amazing. So now I'm going to be taking this gold shadow from the Jaclyn Hill palette as well. I know I'm using the Jaclyn Hill palette a lot, it's just because the colors are right here in front of me and they are exactly what I want to use for this look. I'm going to put this just right next to that green shade without bringing it too far into that inner corner because I want that to be a little bit more open. And I am going to use my finger for this because hello pigmentation, can I get an amen? The next thing I'm going to do is go into my inner corner and brighten that up. I'm going to be using this second highlight shade right here from the same palette. This has more of a gold undertone to it, so I'm just going to tap this right there in that inner corner. So now is the fun part. I'm going to go in with the Balm Overshadow in the shade You Buy, I'll Fly. I'm going to be applying that with my Liquid Sugar by Eye Candy Cosmetics. This is just a glitter adhesive. Feel free to use any one you want. Before I had the Liquid Sugar, I would use the Too Faced Glitter Glue. I do still like that. I just find that this is a bit easier to work with in my opinion than the glitter glue. So I'm just going to be using my Morphe M205 to apply this. I'm going to dip my brush into the product and then apply that liquid sugar over top. Tap off the excess, and then I'm strictly going to be putting it right over this middle lid shade right here. So I'm going to go in with some eyeliner today. I will be using Marc Jacobs Highline Eyeliner. I'm just going to tightline and line my lower waterline with this. So I'm actually going to take this Marc Jacobs eyeliner and I'm just going to run it across the top of my lid. I'm not going to go in with a liquid liner today. I want to use this pencil and blend it out. It is very creamy, so it does blend very nicely. I'm just going to, you can even do like dots, but I'm just going to run this along that area and then blend it out. So now I'm going to go in and apply lashes. Today I'm going to be using my Eyelure, I think these are Dramatic, the style Dramatic. I used these in my last video and I really like them, so I'm going to use them again today. But first I'm just going to apply a bit of mascara to the top and bottom lashes. I will just be using my Clinique High Impact Mascara. If you have been subscribed to me since like the very beginning, well, it's still the beginning, but you know what I mean. This is was my go-to and I still love it, so I'm just gonna apply a quick coat of this just so that my natural lashes and my false lashes blend nicely together. Okay, so now that I have my lashes on, my camera did shut off in the middle of putting this one on, so you probably won't have a clip of both of them, but it's cool. So I'm just going to go in and finish off my lower waterline. I'm going to be taking these two shades along with the gold shade that we used. The two green shades are going to be on the outer corner and the gold is kind of going to be blended in with the rest. So I'm just going to be taking a flat shader brush to apply those. Not a flat shader, yeah, wait, no, a flat definer brush. And then I'm just going to take that smaller synthetic brush and just tap into this gold shade right here and then put that right in this area right here. Okay, and then to finish off the look, I'm going to be doing lips. I'm going to go in with my Sephora Lip Attitude in the shade G20. This is super, super old, so I know they don't have this. This is definitely one of my all-time favorite nudes. I just freaking love it. And then I'm just going to dab a bit of this Kylie Cosmetics Metal Matte Lipstick over top. I don't want the full pigmentation of this, but I kind of want that shimmer reflex in it. So I'm just going to dab this on top and then blend it out. So this is the completed look. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what you want to see me film next. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. And click that little bell button right next to it so you get notified whenever I do upload. Also, I will have my Instagram link down below. And make sure you guys come on back and visit me again. And I'm just going to be using this green shade right here. Wait. Next thing I'm going to go in and next thing I'm going to do my BareMinerals brush. I absolutely, excuse me. What do I need? Jesus. Actually probably don't even need the cream shadow, but I'm going to go in with it. I absolutely, I'm really hot, dude. Feel free to obviously, I just dropped my palette. Oh my god. Shadow right here. I'm going to put this. That's not English. I do. So, oh my god. I just tried to do this. I'm not kidding. So that's not right. There's the whole reason I watch Firefly.
God damn, little mama.
God damn, little mama.
You know you thick as hell, know what I'm saying?
You think it's hell. Make sure you guys leave a comment below letting me know what you guys would like me to Make sure to leave a comment below as well letting me know what you oh my god.